Hey guys, Jan here with a review of the DeWalt DCS391B 20-volt circular saw. Now, this is a review, but it's not going to be a traditional review. I'm calling this a meta review. What that means is I've looked at all these reviews in Amazon. I've watched a whole bunch of videos to get an idea of what this saw does, who is it good for, and what are the drawbacks. Hopefully, in watching this short video, it'll give you an idea, and you won't have to go and watch hours of reading other people's reviews on Amazon and watching videos yourself, because I've summarized them for you. So we'll get right into it. Like I said, 400 customer reviews, 4.7 out of 5 stars, really good. We have 1% of 1 star, 1% 2 star, 3% 3 star, and then going up. So I like to look at the 1 star first, which we'll take a look at. See, there's always people bitching about stuff, and we're going to see if they're actually bitching about stuff that makes sense to you, and right away you can write them off. So we'll look at it. One guy said there's no blade included. Okay, maybe they shipped it improperly. Someone talked about their battery, and we'll get back to that in a few minutes. Someone said about bad service, and one person didn't know what they were buying because they didn't know that the batteries were not included. They need to read where it says tool only. So most of these 1-star reviews do not apply to anyone except for the battery issue, which we will come to right now. When I looked at the 2 stars and the 3-star reviews, most of them talked about the battery. So I went and I did, I read all the reviews, and basically the people who are complaining at batteries are using batteries that are less than the 3 amp battery. Now, this machine is a powerful machine. It needs to be using a 3 amp battery or higher. So if you have an older set of DeWalt batteries, they're not going to work very well, because you're going to get 1 or 2 cuts out of it, and then it's going to be drained. What you need to do is go and get yourself the 5 amp hour battery pack, which is the one that they want you to put with it, and then you'll get the power that you want. And the people saying 5-star works great, beats blah blah blah, everything is super great, great power, are the people using the proper battery for this tool. Now, unfortunately, it's an extra $180 right now. So not only are you buying $100, you got to spend another $180, so you're up to $300 US to get this set if you're buying everything new. Now, if you're buying a pack, or if you've already had the batteries, then that's not an issue. But most of the 2 and 3-star reviews are because they did not have the right battery. I also noticed one other issue that came up multiple times, and it may be an issue for you, it may not, but I'm going to talk about it right now, is the orientation of the saw. Now, a lot of circular saws have the blade on the right hand side. This saw has the blade on the left hand side. What that enables you to do is to be able to look over the machine and see the cutting line. Some people like that, some people didn't like it. Some people said, well, the dust was shooting up in their face and all that kind of stuff. Well, honestly, if dust is shooting up in your face, wear goggles, wear a mask. You should be using the safety tools anyway every time you're using some of these saws. So wear goggles, you're not going to have that issue. But some people didn't like that the blade orientation was on the other side. Now, another issue that came up a couple times was that things were made out of plastic or cheaper metal. Well, everything is made out of plastic or cheaper metal nowadays, I'm sorry, but you just can't get around that. You can't even find stuff that's made out of all metal. Anyway, one of the reasons why people like the tool is that it's light and it's easier to control, and you only get that with using lighter weight materials. The last thing I'm going to talk about is, as far as issues, are that it does not come with a guide, a rip fence guide. And a couple people said, oh, that's cheap. but it doesn't. So if you want the rip fence guide to help you, well, you'll have to pay an extra 11, 12 bucks for that. Plus, if you don't buy it at the same time, then you got to pay for shipping and all that stuff. So just a couple of issues that people brought up multiple times, and I thought important to let you know. Do you really need a cordless saw? It's basically the overall question. If you're going to be in a job site and there's no electrical yet, or you can't be running hundreds of feet of cord, then you need a cordless saw. But if you're a weekend warrior and you're doing work at home, you're going to build a deck once in your life, maybe you don't need to spend so much money on this machine. Maybe you can buy a regular corded saw. You're going to get much more power, and it probably will be cheaper over time because you won't have to replace any batteries as they sit in your garage for a couple years because you haven't used them enough times. So basically, that's my meta review. I hope it has helped you. Again, most people love it. It's 5-star 81% of the time, and like I said, most people that have given poor reviews have not been using the proper batteries. So right off the bat, make sure you use the proper batteries, and you probably will love this saw. By the way, there are links in the description for any of the products that I did mention, and if this video did help you, I would be very much appreciated if you use one of those affiliate links to make your purchase. That would help me out very much. Thank you for watching, and I hope this has helped you.